Welcome back to Recovery TV with Willie. I gotta do something different today. Now, usually when I make these videos, I can do them in one take. It's been taking me, I've been at this video for a while, and it's taken me some time. I can't get it out. I can't spit it out to you guys what I want to say, like I've done in my previous videos. My previous videos have been pretty easy for me to speak about, but this video is this subject is very touchy for me, and I'm trying to do it in a way where, I'm not sharing someone else's personal business and, without their approval. But again, I'm gonna try to keep this as raw as I can. I don't want to go in here talking about, I'm gonna be talking about Albee and his loss, and I don't want to disrespect him or the loss of a family member, that without keeping it as real as I can. So a little over a year ago, I lost someone that was very close to me, very, very close to me, to an overdose. And I was, it put me into a spiral, emotional roller coaster. I was out running the streets. I was getting wild. And so one day I go pick up my boy. He jumps in the car, and we're riding. We're doing, just doing some different stuff. And he turns on this song by a rapper named Albee from Jersey City. Albee is a rapper from Merriam Projects out Jersey City, New Jersey. And so I drop my boy off. I go on YouTube and look up this kid, Albee. I'm like, man, that boy's spitting hard, and I could really relate to him, like the pain and the frustration that you can hear. He's like, he's trying to seek, he's upset that he hasn't, and Albee, excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, but he wants revenge for the death of his loved one, and he had in the song it sounds like he didn't accomplish that yet, or this hasn't been accomplished. Like there hasn't been closure, a way for him to get closure on this loved one's death. So I could really relate to that, and I'm like, man, how can I get revenge for the death of my loved one? My loved one was not murdered. They had overdosed. And I just really didn't know what to do. So, as I go on, time's passing, it's like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm frustrated. I'm mad, I'm angry. There's just so much going on. So the light bulb went off one day while I'm listening to this kid, and, I figured out a way to get revenge for the death of my loved one. And I go like this, okay, so my loved one, they passed away to an overdose. So I can't go and shoot up all the fentanyl. I can't go and shoot up all the drug dealers and all that. It wasn't going to happen. So long story short is I knew I had to change my ways in order to satisfy the death of my loved one. In order for me to get revenge on heroin, on fentanyl, I had to be a witness. I had to become a testimony. And it's funny, people say, they talk about rap music, they talk about rappers and how bad of an influence they are. But, this kid, Albee, he rapped and he shared his pain, he shared his emotions in them songs. And it did something for me. It changed my perspective. it showed me something, you know. And in return, it motivated me to seek revenge. And the only way for me to get revenge on the death of my loved one is to be a testimony. Is to tell people that there's a way to get clean, or there's a way to fight addiction. There's a way to fight your daily battles. Every day we wake up, we have to renew our minds. And it always helps when you have like motivation. Like, I'm motivated to do the right thing because there's people in my life that aren't here no more that I would like to honor. Not just Jesus. You know, I love the Lord, and the Lord puts people in our lives so we can love them and so they can love us and so they can impact us and we can impact them. But in this rare case for me, losing this loved one was so tragic that I wanted revenge for their death, and I couldn't get revenge because there was no way for me to do it. And then the light bulb went off. I was listening to Albee one day. The only way to get revenge is becoming a testimony and going out and helping people. So I want to thank Albee for sharing his stories and his life and his music, because at that time at that moment in my life, I needed to hear somebody keeping it real. Someone sharing their pain and their frustrations, and through him, through you sharing how you felt and how you feel what you're going through, gave me a way to look at something and a way for freedom, you know. When that light bulb went off that I could have revenge and that I could make right for my loss, for the loss of my loved one. It made a difference in my day. It made a difference in my life to now. You know, this is over a year that I came across this rapper. And in a little bit of time, you know, it helped to get me moving forward because I was stuck. I was stuck. I was hurt and I was in a bad spot because of my mentality and the way we grew up is if you do something to me, I got to do something to you. If you hurt my family member, I got to hurt your family member. If you steal $1, I got to steal $1 back. Eye for an eye. So when I lost this loved one, I needed revenge. And listening to Al, that one of those days that I was listening to him, the little light bulb went off as I'm listening to his pain. And I realized there was a way for me to get revenge for the loss of my loved one. And that was becoming a testimony and sharing my stories and sharing myself with the world, because someone needs to hear this. There's closure in life, especially through Jesus Christ. So that's my story. Be an example. Share. When God teaches you something, share it. When you go through something in life, share it, because someone needs to hear it. There's other people that's going through stuff that wants to know how you did it. So, a way to get revenge when you feel like there's no way to get revenge is become a testimony. Let Jesus into your heart and let him transfer your life so you can be a walking testimony. And that's how we get revenge to this sick stuff in this world, this pain in this world. There's a way to make it right. Become a testimony, become a light. Recovery TV, this is Willie. God bless you and stay tuned.